Hi, everybody. Yep, it's raining again. It's been raining on and off all day. I ran the baby out here once or twice in between rains, and the sun came out for a hot second. Got her in the pool. But for the most part, we've got rain. So when life brings you rain, you got to figure out what to do, right? So in between the rains, I ran out here and I've been propping up my poor nectarine tree. Poor nectarine tree because it is so heavy laden with a gazillion nectarines. They're so heavy. It's been raining so much and they're getting nice and plump, and that's fantastic, but it's actually broken a couple of my branches, which so I'm going to leave that on there and hope that I can get them a little bit more ripe before I pick them. In the meantime, I have my last ladder propping up my nectarines, and it's on the concrete. So I can't like stake it up. The ones on the back, they're not as many, but this one is in the front because the sun goes this way. It's where the prevailing sun is. So it's very heavy laden, and here we are. I did the same thing with my apple tree. I have some bar stools underneath it holding up those heavy branches with lots of fruit. In one way, it's fantastic because we've got fantastic fruit. Another way, that sucks because it can endanger my tree a little bit. But we should have enough time before the fall for it to heal up, but it just kind of sets the tree back, you know. That was some good growth. It was obviously healthy branches, and that just sucks a little bit. That's okay. Anyway, life happens, and you got to deal with it. Roll with the punches, man. My girls are not so happy today. It's been raining again. It's cool. This morning it was in the 50s. It's so cold here for the end of July, beginning of August. Hi, ladies. They're cutting in there. Like, they look like they're a little bit cool, too. Not so fun. It's hard to harvest seeds right now because everything's wet. You want to harvest seeds when things are nice and dry. I've done some transplanting. I moved some of my my musabastu, my bananas here. They're a hardy banana to this zone even, which is awesome. And they're beautiful and they're prolific. And I've got a bunch of pups. So I've been moving some of the pups to try and create new stands in different parts of the yard in my property, on my property. So I have some here. And actually, she's little, but she's got a little pup too. I'm not going to mess with her because she's tiny. But then I've got another big one out here, and it's got a number of pups too. So I'm just trying to figure it out. I had 3 stands last year, similar to this in similar areas, but only one came back. So I actually, before the fall, I was smart enough to pull my pups in, as many as I could without hurting my tree. And then I heavily mulched and I wrapped them all in bubble wrap. It was my first year having these gals, so I didn't know really what to do. I just wanted to protect them like I do my other trees. Didn't really work because the banana stalk just kind of started rotting in the middle. It wouldn't have mattered if I wrapped it or not. I think I'd have been better off if I just cut it back to the ground and then heavily mulched it and just called it a day. So that's probably what I'll do this year. That being said, the one came back and I was pretty happy about that. I think I brought in maybe 6 babies in the fall. 2 of them lived, and that's these 2. So I replanted them, and I'm just hoping that they get really nice established. So I did pull a pup or 2 from this one, and I put it in the front. I hope that it has enough time to establish itself before the fall, and I'll heavily mulch that and hope that they come back. Because how cool is that to have a banana plant in Canada, like, that actually is perennial and will come back? That's pretty amazing. When I saw that thing come back, I was just in sheer delight. I just couldn't believe my eyes. My research had paid off, and I actually had found the seeds for them and germinated them, babying them, and finally got them to come back. So that's bloody amazing. That's a feat in itself, I have to say. You know, when you see someone's garden, I know I've got lots of seeds going. See my bar stools holding up my apple trees. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. We're not having a tiki party when we have so much rain, so bar stools go over here. When you see someone's garden, all you see is the beauty of it. You don't see all the blood, sweat, hard work, and tears that went into propagating or collecting the plants, or even collecting the seeds, weeding and mulching and you know, babying these plants and designing your yard and figuring out what's the best thing and experimenting. All you see is the beauty. All you see is the final product. That's one of my amaranths. These things get to be like 2 feet large, big, huge plumes. They're amazing. Look at these gals in the back here. I've got some really tall ones back here. And these are all edible. They're kind of a dual purpose, amazing plant because, here, look at how beautiful. Amazing plant because the greens are edible and the seeds, they create a grain, and that's edible too. So it's just a fantastic plant. It reseeds itself for me. Even here in Canada, it'll reseed itself. Like, I didn't plant any of these. I planted them one time, and now I've got like a bazillion of them. And that's okay because I feed them to my chickens, and we eat them, and I can sell them. I can do whatever I want to do. I can can them. I can make greens. I can, you know, make powder from them, use them as a healthy greens powder. Having a prolific crop is a wonderful thing. A lot of people will go, oh, what a pain. No, it's awesome. If I don't want them, I chop them and I drop them and I put them and I let them mulch. It's all a win-win situation, in my opinion. I'm just happy that there's food, frankly. If that's the goal, then I've achieved my goal, right? It's an easy plant. So they grow huge. They're very tasty. The leaves are tender. They're not leathery like some greens. Some greens are very leathery and tough to chew, tough to cook, take a long time. These cook up just like spinach, just as fast as spinach. You can use them in replacement of spinach, in fact. They're delicious. I'm happy with them. Anyways, yeah, so when life gives you rain, you just figure out what to do. I got in the greenhouse today. I planted a couple trays of my fall planting like I've been talking about. Like last night I did some twilight planting. You can see that show. So I'm just trying to work ahead, fill in the blanks. You know, I've also been doing inside work, so housework and, you know, labeling my seeds and putting my seeds away and getting things prepared for fall. That's where we're at now. I kind of have a feeling, I feel it in my bones, we're going to have an early fall. I don't know if we'll have an early winter or not. That doesn't necessarily mean we'll have an early winter, but I think we'll have an especially long fall. I think it's going to come early. 50s? That's crazy for the summer. That sucks, especially since we have such a short time to have nice weather. Kind of puts a damper on things when it's raining constantly and it's very, very cold. We've had a cold front come through. Yeah, and you can feel it. Golly, yesterday we were in sweats in the middle of, in July. That's unheard of, man. Unless it's a cool night after you got out of the pool. I mean, but that's not what it is. During the day it's been like this. All right, so it looks like all day long it said it was going to thunderstorm, but we've kind of been in between it. We've been tap dancing between the storms, I think. But it looks like it's going to come down. It's coming down heavier as we speak. It's telling us we're going to have pea to nickel size hail again. So I'm just buckling down. I'm putting things away. I'm, you know, locking my girls up. I'm, you know, putting any special plants away so they don't get beaten and broken. Anything that's particularly fancy and special to me. So that's what I'm about to do. Let me continue on before it starts pouring on me. But I wanted to let you know, we're 5 days out from the JAHealing Gardening and Self-Sufficiency Workshop. It will be the third one out of 5 consecutive ones. You can purchase them separately. You can do this one. You can do this, the next one. These each are going to be different. But I know that I think they just put it up today, a special. If you buy the next 3, you'll get a discount. So if you buy the next 3 as a package deal, you'll actually get a discount on them. So I do hope to see you there. We're going to be talking about self-sufficiency and, you know, growing your own food, growing your own medicine. What happens if the system fails us again this year? What are you going to do about getting your essentials? You're going to grow them. You're going to try and prepare ahead of time to alleviate any of that stress and tension on you and your household. You got to be able to provide something for yourself if you're not able to get it. So We're going to talk about permaculture. We're going to talk about composting. We're going to be talking about all those things that you may have questions about. We're going to be talking about how to build greenhouse, how to build a chicken coop, you know, all kinds of things. So if you have any questions about homesteading, permaculture, self-sufficiency, gardening in any way, shape, or form, in growing food anyway, please don't come to me with houseplant questions. I'm talking about making food to eat and medicines. That's my primary focus. Not that I don't have houseplants, I do, but we're talking about survival. Okay? Let me know if you have questions. See if this is a lifestyle for you. Okay? I'll give you honest answers. I hope to see you guys. It'll be this Saturday, August 7th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here where I am at in Canada. I'm a hardiness zone 6. That's where I'm at. You guys are probably in much warmer climates than I am and have much longer growing seasons, so you will have a better chance doing what I'm trying to accomplish. And if I can do it, I know you can do it. Okay? Totally. I believe in you. All right, so I hope to see you guys. Make sure you pre-register. Get to JAHealing.com or pre-register on their social media. Get to them, contact them, DM them, whatever you have to do, and they'll get you pre-registered and hooked up for this next Saturday. It's not just open to women, it's open to men and to couples or anyone else that wants to come and learn some of these skills and get their questions answered. Okay? I hope to see you guys. Make sure you're champions in your kitchen or your homestead or wherever you're at. Talk to you soon. Bye.